Friday morning. How you are fallen from heaven, O day star, son of dawn. How you are cut down to the ground, you who laid the nations low. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven above the stars of God. I will set my throne on high. I will sit on the mount of assembly in the far reaches of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. These verses describe a supernatural figure who, in the invisible world of the Spirit, is behind the earthly kingdom of Babylon. We're here looking at what has been called the fall of Satan. Lucifer, the brightest and most beautiful of the angels of God, the nearest to his throne, became so entranced with his own beauty that he rebelled against the government of God and thus became the adversary, Satan. Here he is seen as brought at last to the bottomless pit. We're clearly looking beyond the events of earth to that spirit world which governs those events. Paul told us we don't wrestle with flesh and blood, but with wicked spirits in high places. The great king of evil is behind all human evil. And this is why the nations rage, why we can't even achieve peace among humanity at the most intimate personal level. We must be aware of these supernatural beings who are behind the evil deeds of all of humanity. In this passage, we learn the origin and the nature of sin. The root of sin is narcissism. This is behind the self-centeredness that we see every day. The media constantly pushes people to look out for themselves. My rights, my desires, my plans. What's in it for me? The nature of sin is to play God in our own little world. It doesn't matter whether you are a believer or an unbeliever. What constitutes sin is to feel you are in control of your destiny, that you have all it takes to handle life. 1 John 3:8 says that sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. Playing God is the nature of sin. It's an extremely pleasurable experience. We love it. It's pride that makes us feel independent of God. It's appealing to feel that we are the master of our fate. We run our own lives, call our own shots, go it alone. But that feeling is our basic dishonesty. We can't go it alone. We have to get help from other people. We can't ultimately rely on ourselves. We are dependent on God for our very breath. It's dishonest to pretend that we are anything but a small, weak, and limited human being. Living independent of God, it's self-delusion. It's not just a matter of pride being an unfortunate little trait and humility being an attractive little virtue. It's our integrity that's at stake. In our conceit, we lie to ourselves about what we are. We pretend to be God, and we're not. Pride is the idolatrous worship of self, and it's the religion of hell. Forgive me, Father, for those areas of my life where pride still rules. When I am knowingly complicit with Satan's philosophy of what's in it for me, Lord, I fail to consider the personal and relational consequences. Forgive me. Help me to find joy in humility. I pray in Jesus' name, amen. God bless you. See you tomorrow.